Hello and welcome back to the return to the Final Fantasy VII Remake. How are we doing? Today we are taking another step forward towards Return and Remake. We were talking about much discussed. We just completed the Wall Market. We went through and did all the insanity that is the Wall Market, where you Cloud dresses up as Miss Cloud. You do the dance scene. You do the arena, which has got some of the best fight in the game, which has got the Hell House. There's also, a lot of fun. There's the side quest with the sauce, bro. It's time. The sauce. And yeah, it was an absolute blast going through that whole section. Even now, it still made me laugh all the way through. And that's probably the third time I've seen that. So yeah, without a doubt, like I said, yes, it really felt like it takes you away from the darkness that surrounds Midgar. Because there's a big darkness and stigma around it, and when you get to the Wall Market, it's the first time that you actually feel that bit of calm. You get that in Sector 5 a bit as well, in the slums there. You get this respite, that's the word. You get like a bit of a respite away from the darkness, with the Sector 5 slums, even though it looks a mess, everyone's kind of like in their own little worlds, trying to get the best out of life. And then the Wall Market, whilst it's very seedy and weird, it's very seedy there, and people go there to just switch off, and the stuff that happens in the game there is a lot of fun, but it also just paints a good contrast of and the fact that it creates it proves in its own way that it's ran by Dawn Corneo and not actually has no control over the Wall Market. They could if they want, I'm sure, because they've got a military, but it's just kind of organized, it's very well played out. So I really enjoyed that section. Then we did the sewers where we fought Absu. I actually lost the fight, and then we went through the sewers. Sewers is not necessarily my favourite section. I don't know why. It just feels that's the one part that feels a bit stretched out, to be honest with you. Although it's a good session, it's a good story development plot point for Aerith and Tifa, because they become really good friends from the get. Because remember, we got Tifa who's literally just met Aerith, and now they got very close. Very quickly. This trust has really been built really quickly between them both as well, which is important. And then we got to the train graveyard, which in the original I think I used to farm there a lot, but it's actually quite notorious for pretty tough random encounters. But then it's not. Then here is in the remake it's a little bit different. So. It's got it's not just the random encounters, it's more the it's got more content to it. They've dragged it out a bit, but not necessarily in a bad way. So now we jump in and we can see what happens, and we'll talk about anything. I don't think there's any major lore here. It's like its own little story. I think it's its own little story here, created for this section of the game. So it could be interesting. There is a really good piece at the end I want to talk about when we get to it. But there's also, I have been looking forward to this part for ages, because once we get past the first part of the graveyard, there is something in the graphics that I want to see. And we'll talk about it when I see it. We're talking about when we see it. I'm waiting for the moment when we see it. It's to do with the pillar and the attack in the background, and object fields in the game. See if they fix this for the PS5. Don't tell me, chat. We'll find out when I get there. Alright, let's just jump on him. It doesn't need to be on pause. Yo, how's it going, Alice? Good to see you. How's it going, Cole? Great to see you. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're doing well. You're looking about Forbidden West. So I think it's incredible. I think Forbidden West is an incredible video game. I've barely got very far on it myself, because of Stranger Paradise came out, and I ended up putting time into that, regrettably. If you liked Horizon Zero Dawn, you will love Horizon Forbidden West. It's just it's Horizon Zero Dawn but better, in my opinion. If you like, it's just, yeah. And there's I don't want to spoil anything, but let's just think of how immersive it was before. It's even more immersive now. So you would enjoy it. Yeah, if you both enjoy, because the story is still just like that. It's just, like I said, it's like you won't even feel like there's any much. It's not like you have to even relearn the game. You don't relearn or learn anything. It just kind of feels like you're carrying on, but there's more. Yeah, it's like it's like
past that large maintenance facility over there. I vote we stay in the light so we can see where we're going.
Wait a minute.
Dark everywhere.
Wait, they broke it. Wait, that's what I think it is, isn't it? Is that the pillar? No, they screwed up. They screwed up. I caught them already. Look, that's the pillar, by the way, chat. So one thing that happened before. Now, it might be this bit hasn't been thought about, and that's fine. But this still looks weird at night. Like the grain graveyard above the pillar, when we're under the plate here, it still looks weird. Like, look at that. Why does it look so weird? Like, I don't... that image there, I know it's a background image, I get it, but it just looks weird. The grain trade... Okay. You're trying to make me say it wrong. The train graveyard. I didn't say grain graveyard. Why are you doing this to me? The train graveyards, yes. But the background just looks weird. Like, they don't... It feels like the image... Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant train graveyard. But like, we're going off topic, right? But like, look, it's stretched. Look, that is like a stretched image. You know when you have a pixelated image and you scale it wrong on Photoshop or whatever. Even if you're not even Photoshop in anything, it looks stretched and it just looks wrong. And then there you can see the pillar. Like that's meant to at least try to make the images like connect. Why is the pillar a object field? Why can't it be now? To be fair, I've never looked at it at this part of the game. It would have been better just to let it disappear in the fog and not have it there to begin with. It would have been a lot better because you can't find any other pillars. Now it might just be the effects of being in the train graveyard, because it's like even there it's all over. It's a bit weird, but at least you can see the wall. I never really looked over this side before. Yeah, this is the PS5 version, but the PS4 version was bad. And I remember having a discussion before because we've actually played this on stream before, and was having a big discussion that the PS5 version would fix this. Well, I'm not believing it. But then again, this is, I don't know. Maybe it's the effect they were going for. Maybe they just didn't look into it. But this is one of the few sections of the game I was really looking to see. I was really looking to hope to see the difference in the PS5 and PS4. Yo, how's it going, live stream? Great to see you. I'm just talking about the difference between PS4, PS5, and I always felt when I got to the graveyard here that the backgrounds is the worst here than it is in the rest of the game. Like when it comes to like you can just like a stretched image in the backgrounds, and the fact that you can see the pillar there. Like, I'm sorry if you've never seen this before, and I'm about to ruin your immersion, but you can see the pillar that's meant to connect to the top of the plate there. They should have just left it out. Like, I know closer you can see the fight in the background in the next section, but you can see that the plate's not touching the pillar's not touching the plate. So it's kind of like, you know, other scenes it forces you the camera to not be able to see the top of it, which is very clever. I'm not saying it has to physically touch the top of the image. I'm saying actually just make it so we can't physically see it. Well, we'll find out if they fix it out later. But it's ironic that the thing that I was looking forward to seeing being fixed, I found it broken elsewhere. I can't believe that I found it broken elsewhere, and I never even noticed it here before. But yeah, this alone, the imaging in the background just looks horrendous. Now, it might be the effect of the graveyard. I see it. I see what I did now. The train graveyard being mystical and stuff like that. It might just be that that's the effect they were going for here. But I very much doubt it. I don't believe that for 1 second. That's just me making an excuse for it. That's just me making up an excuse for them for it. I feel like it's a section of the game that just don't care. Because no one ever talks about the train graveyard, to be fair. But, I've never seen it before, but I've seen the light that was hanging in the air. They never fixed. Well, the one that used to really bother me is the fact that when you get past the first section of the train graveyard, you can see the fight in the background, right? Which I thought was a really cool idea. You can see the explosions and stuff like as you're walking towards Sector 7. But like, you could also see the pillar. And they were like, oh, why would you do that? You know? The grain trip. I mean, don't get me wrong, the rest of the field and the game, the section looked great. You know, this section's kind of cool. Very like spooky. It's very, you know, I like the spooky section. And actually, the fact that they made the train graveyard even more spookier, Halloweenish like, is really cool. The effect, this ruins it for me. But like, the rest of this chapter's like how it is actually really good. I don't want to detract away and say this is a bad chapter in the game, because of a background field. I think it's really nice little side. It is a side story really, but it's like they make hints at the start when you're in Sector 7. They're like, oh, why would you go in the train graveyard? It's like, it's terrifying. It's like, there's like this whole mystical thing to it, and now they really like made it like this level. Yeah, it's like, yeah, but when you look at that, that's what I'm saying about live stream. The imaging there, it's just like a stretched image background that just looks horrendous to me. And I did not expect to see that on the PS5,
It's deserted and kind of creepy. People don't come around here often. Not just because of the monsters.
PS1 door,
because of the stories.
And that were the things I wanted to see fixed in the PS5 version.
Everyone seems to think that the train graveyard is haunted.
The lighting's really good down,
Those who lose
Tifa.
their way out there in the dark of night will never, ever find their way back home again.
Is that right?
I mean, it's not like I think it's true or anything. But it's just...
Then let's hurry.
Cloud just like, whatever. And they're like, ghosts, ghosts. Well, no, you need the place in it because you have to travel through the train graveyards, Trev, to get to Sector 7. That's in the original game. It shouldn't be. If you made this section 2 screens, it would feel like they've rushed and wasted a section. So there's nothing wrong with this kind of content in the game. To stretch it out a bit. But then if they didn't put the train graveyard in, everyone would have thrown the toys out the pram in the first place. So I disagree with. I disagree here. They've made things bigger. And then actually it shows like you actually have to travel, it's not like a 5-minute walk. Even Nomura was like, we fixed the doors, are you happy now? I'm glad I wasn't the only person who said that. I felt like I was the only person in the world going, this door that you have to interact with outside Tifa's and Cloud's house is absolutely like PS1 graphics. The door looks okay now. I mean, they say he fixed the doors. It looks like a PS2 door now, or a PS3 door. Yeah, it looks like a PS2 door. Like, it's improved, right? It's not like it was it's not like the rest of the game's level of detail. Because like, especially when you have like Cloud and Tifa, who like obviously characters are always going to get the most work put into them. Because they're your main characters, right? And got to look amazing compared to the rest of the game. But when you put that extra PS1 graphic, it looks horrendous. But that was the PS4. It looks better in this version, don't get me wrong. And that's why I didn't make a big thing. Last Integrate was released, which leads me to think that they don't pay attention to these details. Yeah, that's true though. They don't pay. So they upgraded it after the Integrate was released, which leads you to think they don't pay much attention to detail. Yeah, so they don't pay attention to those little details. Now, I wouldn't say they pay much attention to little detail, because the attention to detail in this game is actually fantastic. But yeah, that's just big gaming companies, unfortunately, live stream. A lot of them work like that.
Moving on.
Oh, we didn't see that. Like they shortcut something, and then the player base won't see it. Then everyone sees it, and like, all right, we'll fix it on a future patch. But luckily, Remake was one of the few games that didn't even need a patch update, really. And that's what I really like about it. Like, it didn't really get... It took 6 months for this game to get an update. I can't remember which way's the wrong way. What's on that ladder? Wait, did I come from the ladder? I think I came from here, right? I don't even remember now. Too busy talking. No, that's the right way. So what's over here? Is there an item over it? Why put Aerith's childhood there? To create some... It's character building. So what they're probably going to do is they're going to make us, like... grow really attached to Aerith. They're going to really make us grow really... Well, I'm not doing any gameplay, Trev, because I'm just talking. But, like, they're going to make us really attached to Aerith. Which is a clever idea. I would do that as well. I keep getting all these weapons for Aerith. But I haven't done her abilities yet. I need to get her to use Sorcerer's Storm so I can... Good lord. Come on, Marsh. That's a really good rod as well. I can't escape it. It's just there. I've ruined it for anybody. Anyone ever plays this now is going to be ruined. They're going to be like, oh my god, look at the ceiling.
Guys, what was that?
It's a ghost!
You jittery? How shocking!
How shocking!
I think I just heard a little kid. Did you guys hear it too?
Yeah, it was a
Why would
monster.
there
We
be
just killed
kids
it.
out here this late?
What? And
Steve was like, what's going on? Yeah, I like the air. I want to talk about the Aerith bit a bit later when we get to it though. I don't want to like spoil the scene. Like Aerith connects with the ghost and then it's like actually she's... You could say it's her... See, I think there's a lot of... What no one sees it. A lot of people forget, because in the original game you don't really see much of it, but actually what they get to do with the remake and with the current game with like without like boxes and stuff, without text boxes, it's hard to do in text boxes, but we can see Aerith react and hear voices. That could be the Cetra now, you know. So it could be the Cetra playing mind tricks on her at the same time, you know. And also, she needs the will to move forward with this journey. You know, she's been apprehensive and shown she's apprehensive for the whole time. And it sets her up nicely for the sections after the train graveyard. Because she starts to believe, right, this is my task. I should do it.
Let's go.
Let us through, or else.
Yeah, it could have been done quicker, but then it would have been felt rushed. The reason why you feel like it's forced and put in is because you know what's coming up next and you just want to get to that section. But you could say that the train graveyard was always filler. Like, it might be 4 screens in the original game, but it's still kind of there in between 2 major sections, you know? If the original game didn't exist, then you wouldn't know that this was stretched out as filler or something. That's the point I'm trying to make. We can't go back now.
Get him!
Doesn't suppose the train go, you're not sure about the plot? Yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like it's like the best storytelling ever, but like I feel like if they didn't, this is more interesting than the sewers. You can't say this is bad, but then don't say anything about the sewers. You know, like the sewers are just like, you know, real. That's your real stretch there, and the fact they make you go down the sewers twice. Like, I didn't like the sewers at all because it just kind of like felt forced. At least this section's interesting, and you don't get lost here. You know. Oh, I don't mind fighting the Haggins, like, because they turn you into frogs, and getting turned into a frog in this game is actually hilarious. And it ends the music as you're running out away from. Here's the banger. Makes you wonder how the trains got here then. Like, it's just what a mess.
Huh? What is that?
I think this song here is the same from this boss here. It's the same as one you fight Bahamut with, I think.
Still in one piece.
I need to
here,
do all the
too.
Chadley bosses at some point soon. When do we see Chadley next?
Guys,
We'll mark it.
Seriously?
Come on, huh? Well, that's inviting.
Actually, well, yeah. So when the whispers got explained in this game, I admittedly it was also like, great. So it's a fate-based story. Great. It's all like set in stone. Great. This is just, you know, why they're even in the game. The more I think about it now, as long as they continue to pursue and use the whispers in the storytelling, to maybe like, depending on the direction that it's going, because they haven't really said officially where it's going, but it's like multiple, like this is its own timeline. Everything that happens here has nothing to do with the original. You know, it's its own story. You know, it's not a remake of the game anymore. It's its own remake. It's called remake because it's got a reason why it's called remake. The same way the next one's called rebirth. But now that we know that, it might be more inviting to see the whispers and what they're about at the end of the game. It would be very interesting. My theory is a lot of people look at Ultimania is that Ultimania is driven by what the fans want. So they put stuff into Ultimania that what the fans want them to do, and a lot of people went, those three guys at the end of those three guys from the Advent Children. I feel like that was forced in there. Now I know people will disagree with that, but that I genuinely just don't see it. I don't see why it was even necessary to have that as a thing. I'm mentioning it now because there's a little bit lull time to talk here. There isn't much. There won't be time at the end of the game to talk about it. What do you mean by I hope they don't mess it up? You can't mess up a game that's never been made before. Nothing will be the same. It will be the same but different.
What do you think?
It has to be different. If you're expecting the same story, you're not playing.
I'm game.
You're playing the wrong game.
Huh?
But
It'll be fine.
It'll
We've
be
got a bodyguard,
fine.
don't forget. Mine. Right?
Look at Tifa getting jealous.
Ghosts aren't my thing.
Even Cloud's like,
you're just being modest. After you.
Mind letting me go then?
alright, Cloud. Look at ladies man over here. Look at this dude. Like, so many people's dreams right here. Everyone, Cloud's like, oh my god, I can have one of them. What a Chad, eh? What an actual Chad. He looks so awkward. And then you walk forward and they're like, wait. Did I collect everything? Oh, I came from... Bam, bam, bam. There's something in there. Is Tifa's weapon done? It is. I have Sonic Strikers now. And Feathered. Wait, is that Star Shower? Star Shower's so good. I don't care about leveling everything up. Only stuff that I'm going to use. Star Shower. Right, okay. We'll do this. Let me upgrade her Tifa's stuff. Star Shower is so good. Oh, actually, Alice, I don't know which boss you're talking about. There's two bosses here. Remember you said the song from this area is your favourite, but there's actually two bosses here. Again, you say they've already messed up the game, but it's not a 1-for-1 remake. You need to cast this out of your mind before you touch Rebirth. Otherwise, you're going to hate it. It's its own concept. To think that this is going to be the same as the original game is the wrong mindset towards the game. If you need to go in with an open mind, and that's what Nomura is trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. And this is what I went into this game with as well, with a completely like detached mindset to the original game. Because if you go into these games now, especially with Rebirth, and again, play this game but like don't connect to the original game, and you'll be like, actually, it's kind of well put together. Because if you go and think, oh well, this happened in the original Final Fantasy VII game. They went from here, then they went to Junon, and if they break that puzzle, that if they do things differently in Rebirth, and you're like, well, they messed it up because they didn't do it in the right order, then that's because you still think it's a remake. That's what I'm trying to say. It's called remake, but it's not a remake. It's not like The Last of Us remake, where it's going to be literally the same game, but just with better graphics. It's not the same game. It's its own game. So that's something that I'd like you to bear in mind when playing it. So they're being safe. They're not being safe. This is the opposite of being safe. They are creating something brand new and probably ticking people off because they're like, oh, we wanted an actual remake. When actually, this isn't a remake. Which is the whole point where they're trying to advertise Ever Crisis as a remake. Because in that way, it's actually more like, here's the original game. Here's the original stories. You can go play that if you want that version. We want to create a brand new story. And Nomura probably was like, I'd like to really mess with people's heads. Because you get to... if they just gave us the same stuff, but with updated graphics, we'd know what's coming. We wouldn't be interested in this game. You would not have enjoyed this game to the amount that you've enjoyed the game. And a lot of this is still kind of down the same line, but with like big story differences. And it's like it's cleverly done. But now, even now, we don't know what's going to happen in Rebirth. Even now we've seen the trailer, we still don't know what's going to happen. Name me one time a remake, a game, or any remaster is able to do that, where you're actually allowed to think, God, I don't know what's going to happen on a game on a story that I think I know. It's so well put. It's genius. It's 5-head marketing. I love it. I actually love it. Like the fact that I don't know what's coming up next, or we do know we have a good idea of what's going to happen. We know that we're going to be in Junon and we're going to do stuff like that, but like, we don't know how it's going to happen or what's going to happen next, kind of thing. By the way, how's it going, Irish? Great to see you, dude. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, no, it's not just like it being updated. Just going off all the tweets and everything said and the Rebirth trailer, it's not like a conventional. It's not a remake of Final Fantasy VII. It's called remake for lore reasons, and that's the beauty. It's like that's why, and you knew from the moment they called it Rebirth that they knew that it was for ages. We just did think it was a remake, and then they messed it up and they changed things. Actually, it's called remake because it's actually for lore reasons called remake. It's called Final Fantasy VII Remake. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's not Remake Part 2. It's not like the second part of the remake. It's just its own... It's almost like a retelling of the story. So, like... And whoever's decision it is, it doesn't matter. They get to have a bit of fun with not just the game, the community. They get to now create something fresh, you know? So, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Because I tell you right now, no one would be that immersed if it was just literally straight up remake. No one would. You would enjoy it for 5 minutes and then you'd move on. Then you'd be like, right, Final Fantasy VIII remake plays, Final Fantasy IX remake, and then you'd even be in that trap that what Resident Evil are in right now, where they're just remaking games that they were successful with and not actually creating anything fast and fantastically new. Well, I know there's 8, and I know 8 did really well, but like, I just feel like the Final Fantasies would just all get remade, but not with the quality that we want them. Where now they're getting quality, they're expanding it really well. They got, you know, it's like we got 3 games and 3 games to really look forward to. You know. So I'm all for the changes and stuff like that. I would rather play something fresh than something the same. A lot of remasters are disappointing. A lot of remasters, I know this isn't a remaster, but a lot of remasters don't even do quality of life changes, or even do like give you the option to. Like, some remasters give you, Ni no Kuni remaster is a great example. There's something where you have to farm something. I don't want to spoil it, but it's just like they could have made that a lot better for the remaster, but they didn't. You know, and you could have turned it on and off if you wanted the original way of it. I believe it could be considered a remake as it's hitting all the same story beats, but that's the point. It's the different timeline. Now you know Nomura, and you know how you'll be the first person to say they love creating stories that are just like gonna mess with time or have time or have fate connected to it. So we already know that's a thing. I feel like it needs. Aren't I missing ice somewhere? You know what? Whatever. Just I don't know what I'm missing. Oh, I'm an idiot. Just give me something to use, Tifa. Have something on. Here. I wouldn't use the term sequel. Sequel means it's a follow-up of the original game.
Look!
It's not a sequel.
Over there!
It's in parallel, if anything. There's a TV show. I need to find the TV show that is similar, that reminds me of. There's a TV show that reminds me of, and you'll get what I'm talking about. If you understand, if you watch I've watched a lot of things around time, and patterns and stuff like that.
Hey, can we talk? Just for a bit?
You can do a lot with time travel and stuff. I said time travel before we even when everyone thought it was a remake anyway. I said this game's gonna go into time travel. I called it way before no one remembers it. I said, I guarantee you they're going to go down time travel. By the way, Ilzma, how's it going? Great to see you, by the way. Sorry I didn't say hello. I was in the middle of my thing. But yeah, hope you're having a great Saturday, Ilzma. Great to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Feeling jittery? BioShock Infinite, yeah. Great game.
Get him! That's it! Get him!
Let's finish this.
One more shot! How shocking! It's you.
I feel like I've seen how it's going to pan out, and you know, but I'm always open to change. My opinion will change depending on what more they show us. I think a lot of people stay with their opinion until they've seen it happen. So.
Don't!
I don't know what you're referencing, Irish. I may not have seen
It's
it.
dangerous.
I know, but even so.
Look at the sad face.
What the?
What's Veggie Tales? Oh, I don't know Saturday Night Live very well because obviously UK, so. Oh, 12 on a Sunday night.
Run!
Nice, Ilsma. Good to see you though. Hope you're doing well. I actually started my stream late today because
You okay?
I had a power nap and I slept longer than I thought.
Thanks, Cloud. You saved us.
Cloud's such a Chad, isn't he? See, if Cloud can do all of these amazing jumps, why could he not? Like, I go back to that thing where he was about to fall over on the rocks earlier on. He was like, no, but then there he was like, yo.
Gonna need to
There needs
find
to be a
another way
girl.
through.
There needs to be a girl struggling for Cloud to turn into a Chad. Original story happening doesn't make it a sequel though.
Come on.
As
I'm with
happened
you.
along the same
Let's go.
side, you know.
Go on.
Sequel means the original had to happen. This could happen without the original, you know. Or it could be a continuous. It could be a continuous storm of events, you know. It might just be time. Might be stuck on a time loop. That's it, time loop.
Too bright?
I need a quick star shower. Cloud, if you die, I swear to God, you're the worst hero in the game.
Here goes. Here it comes. This one's for you. Why don't you lead the way? Take that.
Right, hold on. Battle settings. Tifa. Chakra. Chakra. Which one's overpower? Huh? What the heck is overpower? Oh, overpower. Oh, overpower is sick. Forgot about that. Isn't Sonic Strikers? No, it's alright. We got Star Shell. No, Star Shell's the best. You wait. That 2 intended to apparently intended 4-6 out. Yeah, kind of that. Mine was meant to be 15-minute kind of like crash, and then 2 hours later I was like, oh god. Yeah, is it really that time? Yeah, I wanted to. I'll try and get it. I'll put steel on for a reason for now. I mean, Tifa doesn't even need magic. Let's be honest with you. For some reason, I feel like my character's getting beaten up a lot more now. Right, so let's just breeze through this part anyway. If I know how to. Oh, but yeah, I go back. I say this every time, right? Cloud can jump over like things as a soldier, but we can't climb that. We could just climb. We could just climb, guys. It's this door, isn't it? No, it's this one. He doesn't want to. The plot dictates we have to go this way.
That's not funny, you know.
Guess the crane's up there.
That's not funny. She knows it's broken, chat. Where? What do you mean? What's wrong? Oh, the stream notes can't do punctuation this week for some reason. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know why it's doing that, to be honest with you. I've seen that before, but I don't know why it's suddenly doing it. I'm sure they're going to tell us all to redo our sources. Come on. Come on, then. Are you sure, game? Oh, isn't this a debate? Don't they want me to go this... This is a debate, right? Yeah. I mean, if it's only if you're using that chat to read it, like, obviously, Twitch chat's absolutely fine. Wait a minute, what? Secret? Yay! Aerial combat, let's go! Everyone's favorite.
Jill, take the lead.
All set. You're up. I'll show you what I can do.
You can do it!
You'll be blown away. Sorry, but I gotta.
Balagauda. This is the train graveyard, yeah. It's the first time you've seen all this? Oh, well, you're in for a treat when you get to play the remake. Yeah, they really like made this into like a big spooky section. I swear I get ambushed here.
I found you.
I never noticed that she looks in the lockers before, actually.
Sorry.
You jittery?
Now, the ghosts have an ability where they can go invisible,
Too bright.
just like they did in the original. Come on, quick.
Go on.
You're done.
It makes them hard to beat,
How shocking.
and they become immune to stuff as well. So you have to kind of steal the ghost. You have to do them really quickly. It's the best. It's like the best method of dealing with them. Spoopy jam is the best jam. Mushroom, imagine you with less sleep. That's crazy. Imagine you sleeping. Like, Marsh, you should sleep more. You should look after your sleep pattern. Coming from the guy who sleeps less than me. Sleep is for the weak. Not if you enjoy it.
Do you think there's more in here?
Looks
There we
like.
go.
Aha! Found you.
Try this.
Really sucked.
That really sucked. Anyone else? Alright. These ghosts are harder on hard, obviously, for reasons. If you're gonna, yeah, I wouldn't recommend trying to play a laptop on with this game. It wouldn't last. Playing a laptop on this game. Playing this game on a laptop. Words, I can't use them today. I heard myself say that then. If you can get a PS5 Ilsma, to play this game, I recommend it highly. You will get the best. You'll get the best experience with it for sure. Let me say, there's nothing coherently wrong with the PS4 version, but this is significantly better. I think I can't go in this door. I have to go the other way around, right? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw a door on the other side of this place. I think our only choice might be to find
It's the
them.
Grain Graveyard all over again. I was on a serious point. You're like, you say Grain Graveyard, guys, get him. Streamer can't say words. Let's all kick W at him. Yeah, Vampire Survivors will work well. 1 point and a half. There is a Peepo Frog of a very point and a half. I think it's called Pepe Loser or something.
Coming through.
Out of our way!
I feel like you guys would abuse it if I put it on there.
Okay.
I already get enough tech W's. I like Peepo Clap. I always love the Peepo Clap one. I want my own Peepo Clap one day. Well, you know, Marshby Clap. Oh, this version of the song is a banger. Hold on, let me see this room. We're here already? That was quicker than I thought. Wait, no, there's a second half to this, isn't there? This is spooky. Yeah, the original Final Fantasy VII will work with on a laptop. Yeah, I actually had to upload that emote myself. So that's why I said Marshby Streamer, because that wasn't even like a BTTV emote. I actually took the original image and then made it into an emote. Because I was just like, that's a genius. It just fits so well with us, and I thought if I make it an emote for the channel, you'd all love it. This is such a sick version song. Don't they dance? Hold on. I think you get your characters to dance when you're standing near them. Hold on, let me reset it. There's a way to trigger it where they do this. They definitely do it in the Shinra Tower, where like they start bopping along to the music. A very hidden little thing in the game. Go on, Cloud. Cloud, do it. Maybe he doesn't do it everywhere. Okay, I know one place where they definitely do it, but maybe they just don't do it here. It's a shame. What? Let me upgrade things. It's been a while. It's been like 20 years since I've upgraded stuff. Bam ba bam ba bam ba 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 bam ba bam ba bam ba da 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 da. I'm not really like normal. I think on my other playthrough I went and just went for the biggest boosts, but now I'm just upgrading naturally for oh, I didn't need to go into that. Just for more balance in the game. I keep forgetting to do this for Aerith. Okay. Chapter 11 out of 18. Dude, we're pretty far. Go on, Tifa. Go on, Jam. Never mind. Here we go. Get your cat jams ready. There's a jam in this room as well. Yeah, this is the one I thought you meant, Alice. To be fair, I love this boss theme as well. She just stands there.
Coming to get you?
Maybe they have connection to whispers, we just don't know. They're like two different entities. They can see and hear whispers, but they don't know. They're trying to warn her. Now this is really cool because this is a boss in the. This is actually an enemy in the original game, but it's not like the Galnican ship that you see it.
I don't have time for your
Wow, his eyes really glow there. Did anyone see his eyes? The juice? Wait, were you weak again? I don't even know anymore.
Buzz off. Don't overdo it.
Okay, let's go. You want it? There! Come on! Aha! Good luck. I'm coming! Gonna get windy! Ah! Just taking a little break. Go on!
Maybe his eyes.
All set! Cool off! It's on you. I'll take care of them. Tagging
I
out.
got it. Deal with that.
Let me handle it. Heads up. Get down. I'm coming. This one's for you. You can do it.
Take it over.
Wait, where's the oh gosh, the alert. Mushroom! What the hell is going on? Mushroom! Fix your butt! Oh my god, what is going on? Fix your butt, dude! What is going on?
That's it. And catch.
Disable that thing! I can't even pay attention to the game right now! The stream chat has no idea what's going on.
Stay back.
They're watching a mobile, like, what's going on? What's wrong?
Stay strong, okay? Can you take over for me?
It's amazing. I want to call that amazing. I'll say that that's
Together.
I'll say that's top quality programming right there.
Right.
I'll take care of them.
That's some top quality programming right there, man.
Tagging out.
I bet you're dying. Oh, you're like, that's the funniest thing I've seen all day.
All set. Gotcha. There's no escape. Good luck.
Useless.
I'm coming.
Useless!
Fine, Becky, you can do it.
I got this.
Ow. Ow. Here, Tifa.
Don't give up.
Pushing it.
Okay, let's go.
So if I remember, you can actually save Cloud, but I can't remember how. Snipe, thanks for the raid, by the way, man. How was your stream? How's it going, Stewie? Good to see you, man. I didn't catch what you were playing despite all of the shout-outs. Are you playing Persona 5 again? Nice. I thought you got the platinum already.
My turn.
Second Palace is done. Wait, you've played Royale? I'm confused. When is it? I know you are you on a new game plus?
I got this. Come on. Watch yourself. I'll take care of them.
Oh, he's gone invisible. This is the bit. This is the banger.
Okay, it's your turn.
Taking over.
Stay back.
Oh, new game plus. Oh, cool. Good to hear. Thanks for the raid, though. Welcome in, Raiders.
Take it from here.
Okay, let's go. Good luck. I'm coming.
Can you stop getting caught, Cloud?
Tagging out.
Fight through.
This fight's really technical, actually.
Watch yourself. I'll show you what I can do.
And really bad because he drains all your MP. You need it for like an hard mode for the other fight.
Don't overdo it.
Okay, let's go. I'm coming.
I got this.
He's immune to flipping everything in a minute. Stop being immune. Yo, Stewie in the minute. 1 second, Stewie.
Gotta do something.
Oh my god. Can everyone just stop getting shot?
Shake it off.
Here goes.
Oh my god, Cloud. Seriously. He got revived instantly, gets some pummeled.
Why don't you lead the way?
Taking over. You're as good as dead. Deal with that.
All set. Good luck. I'll show you what I can. This one's for you.
Oh my god, Tifa, did you really just hit that flipping obstacle?
It's nothing.
And now she's flipping silent.
Take the lead. I'll take care of them. Can you take over
I
for
feel like
me?
I've done no damage for like 50 years. Bro. Get it.
Watch out, if I win, you'll get through this. Cool off. There. Go. Heads up.
No, what a
I'll
waste.
show you what I can do.
Let's do this. Take the lead.
I got this. Come on. You're gonna feel this one.
Can y'all all just stop dying?